Well, good morning, YouTube viewers, friends and compatriots. Welcome to Johnny's tour. I'm off out with Uncle Tone and we're having a cracking time. So, we're still at the Alcazar. It's our last day of pedal tours. Tomorrow we're going to make our way back up to Badajoz after breakfast. We did have quite a long day yesterday, quite a hard day. So we've decided to have an easier day today, and we've just put a little 150 clicks around the 100 mile-ish circular route, heading north, then west, then south, then east and back. So we don't know what to expect. The first road is typical of this region. If you're in the plains, it's flat. If you're in the mountains, it'll have some twists. As you can see, it's fairly hazy this morning, and up in the distance, those are the hills above Loro, where we were playing yesterday. We've got to go that way tomorrow, so we thought we'd miss them today and have a look just the other side, a little bit more west. So we're going to be heading out towards Seville, but not into Seville. So, food-wise, how did we get on last night? Well, we did book a table. We got back from the route yesterday for about 20 to 5, which is later than we do like to get back, but we got back about 20 to 5, and we called in at the little cafe on the corner where nobody speaks English, but we managed to get ourselves understood, and we got a table booked for 8:30. I had the chef special the night before, and he said, would you like my chef special again? We hadn't got a clue what it was. He said it's something to do with beef, so we said yeah, and Tone joined in as well. We both had it. Anyway, it was a bit like what I would class as Dorber beef. It was very, very slow cooked beef, extremely tender, melt in your mouth, with a rich gravy on a bed of potato pureed mash. It was very nice. It was enjoyable. It wasn't a massive portion, because the one thing they do down here is they tend to have 3 courses. They'll have something to start, then a main course, and then they'll either have something else as a plate or a sweet. But not everybody has sweets. So it all depends on how hungry you are. Well, to be honest, if I'm eating at 8:30, 9 o'clock, I don't really want a lot of food. We only had a baguette with ham for lunch, so we didn't have a lot to eat yesterday, but to be fair, there's plenty of food. If you want it, you can stop anywhere and they'll do more or less anything. So to today, here we go, down the plains. It's Sunday, so yesterday all the pubs and bars were busy in the day, but they were quiet of the night, whereas on Friday night they were rammed of the night. We've booked a table at our hotel because we're not certain what will be open on Sundays. It's still a very religious culture, so we're hoping that we'll eat in the hotel and have something nice. To be fair, the hotel's very, very good. I can highly recommend it for motorcyclists. There's a good spread at breakfast, and to be fair, the rooms are pretty clean, although dated, and the food's okay, and there's plenty of beer and wine. What more do you want? So I'm going to carry on the route, and I'll have a chat to you if I come up with something a bit more interesting. I'll see you in a minute. Anyway, viewers, we're back. I just thought I'd give you a quick catch up. We're in the flatlands. These are the fertile plains across the central belt. Everywhere you look, there's citrus, oranges, lemons. This area is definitely not olive country. This is citrus country. Like Tone pointed out earlier on, he says Seville oranges, world famous. Well, if you've ever eaten a Seville orange, Seville's literally 20 kilometres to the right of us, so there's a chances it's probably come from one of these orchards. It's a nice twisty road we're on. We're heading southeast. We've been north and we've cut across. We're heading southeast. This is the SE3105. It's got quite a nice surface with a shiny appearance, but it does feel grippy. It's okay. Very little traffic. Like I say, it's a Sunday, and I should imagine most people at 11 o'clock or 11:30 they're getting ready to go to church. So there you have it. Some of the fields have been cultivated, ready for winter veg. There's a lot of farming in this area between Seville and Carmona, where we are, and across to Cordoba. A lot of farming. It's very pretty. And so far this impromptu pedal tour is actually working. I'm using Google Maps. I actually put it into my telephone while I was getting ready, and I plotted a series of about 6 waypoints, and I said I'm going to leave it on and plug it into the bike, and hopefully it'll pick it up. As soon as the Android Auto had loaded, it picked up the routes. It's quite good, really. It's ever so simple to do if you just want a quick and easy impromptu. The only problem is when you do it on your telephone, you can't drag and drop a pin. You have to add stops, and that it's got its own problems, because when you add a stop, you have to go through the stop to clear it. But I have found out that if I get past the stop and miss it and then press the cross, it goes away and it takes you to the next waypoint. So it's not bad. It's a good idea, because we haven't got a clue where we are. But as I say, there's not many olive trees. It's an olive grove. Look at that one. Beautiful olive grove. I've got to be careful, because I'm probably doing 50 and 40 here. There's a lot of slow areas. Junctions like this, they always drop the speed down. Whatever it is, that drops it down by 10 or 15. So you just have to be mindful. The other problem is the locals don't seem to bother. Like, I'm looking in my mirror now, and poor old Tone's got a van right up his chuff, because he don't want to do 50 or 40, he wants to do 90. He probably can remember when it used to be 90, we can't. Anyway, I'm waffling on again, aren't I? Big building in the distance, there's a crossroads, we're going straight on. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for a minute, and I'll see you in a while. Okay, viewers, this is a traditional Sunday afternoon exercise, taking the family to church via a horse and cart. How good's that? You wouldn't see that in the UK, would you? Wonderful. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute. I thought I'd better show you that. We missed the deer yesterday. There was loads of deer on the road. Never got a chance to get the camera on in time, but we did catch the horse and cart for you. See you in a minute. Well, viewers, I've had to put the video on, and it's not to show you the wonderful road, it's to actually show you the vista. Have a look. We're in a massive, we've just come out of a little town, we're in a massive, massive open plain, where all you can see is farmland for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. Just goes on forever. And every now and again you'll pull over and you'll see people all parked up with quad bikes and all sorts, doing different things. I ain't got a clue what they're up to, but there was a gang back there doing something, and there's another gang back here. Tone says he thinks it could probably be Sunday morning shooters out on the land shooting the varmint, and I think he's probably right. Beautiful hacienda here, look at that one. Obviously a wealthy farmer. We saw one back up over the right here on the hill, which was probably a wealthy farmer 300 years ago. It was derelict. It's amazing. Sorry, Tone. Yeah, oh, another thing we've noticed is there's no Cornish edges and there's no grass edges, green edges. Every field just runs into the next one, and they just plough it different or whatever. It's just unbelievable. There's a few trees here, but for miles there's nothing. It's a fascinating place, beautiful country. One minute you're surrounded by olive groves, then you're surrounded by citrus groves, then you're surrounded by fields. They obviously have a big farming community, and they must produce a lot of stuff, hell of a lot of produce. Amazing, isn't it? Big country, not many people. Cracking roads that go on for miles, and you just never see a car. I just thought I'd put that one in for you. We've just gone across the river there. There's no water in it, of course. Yeah, Toad's pointed out the reason the trees are there is because it's by the river bank. That's the way the river goes. So they obviously suck the moisture out of the soil near the river bank. We're not sure when it's due to rain. They've been hoping for it for a few weeks, but there's not been a sight of rain. And it's running probably 5 or 6 degrees above normal daily. 40 degrees in town. It's about 37 out here on the flatlands. It's just not normal, and I've had mega high temperatures all summer in the 40s, mid 40s. Very unusual. And as you can see, this road has got an extremely poor surface. It's not as bad as the one yesterday, though, by a long way. That hadn't really got a surface. It had completely broken away the top layer. Anyway, I'm waffling on. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, folks, welcome back. We're in the town. RL. We're going to look for somewhere to have a bite to eat. It's quite a big town, this is. It's the first big town you come to south of Carmona. I thought I'd give you a bit of a view of what a lot of these towns are like. They're nearly always cobbled in the centres, so you know when you're in the centre. Right, what we got? We've got a cafe. It looks a bit quiet to me. Okay, viewers, we're nearly back in Carmona. Very windy, I better put my visor down. The hot wind is blowing across the plain. It's 36 degrees. We had such a long day yesterday, we've done a small loop today. We've just done a nice little circle around the area, about 100 miles, 150 odd kilometres. We're going to get back to the hotel early. We're going to be back at the hotel comfortable before 2 o'clock. And it's shorts and sandals on, a bit of a walk into the town for a bite to eat. We didn't get none at Arthur, or Arval, or Arthal, or whatever you want to call it, because it was mainly drinking only, that they weren't doing a lot. So we're going to chill out, cool down, have a couple of beers, something to eat, and go and have a kip before we go out for tonight. We've got a nice day tomorrow, back up to Badajoz. So this is our last night. Anyway, I'll see you later. Doing so.